the continent has been growing a lot more rapidly in the last 20 years. The challenge there is obviously to turn this growth into sustainable and inclusive, equitable development. The second opportunity is democratization. So the continent has been democratizing at a much faster pace. We still do have dictatorships, but democratic elections and democratic governments and civil society participation, media freedoms are much better now overall. So the youth population, of course, as we all know, is exploding. Now this can be a demographic dividend if the youth are well educated and properly skilled. But if they are not, of course, it will become a demographic disaster. And then the other area that I think we have opportunities is in terms of the changing relationships with regards to gender. Women's movements and women's participation in public life, in education, is made huge strides. I talked about population growth. The education institutions are key to ensuring that this demographic growth becomes a dividend rather than a disaster, and that is through education. Providing high quality education that, of course, enables the young people to be employable, meaning they have the skills that the economy is looking for, but at the same time that they are able to be entrepreneurial and innovative so that perhaps they can also become creators of jobs. And it's important for African higher education institutions to look at Africa's major problems, whether they're economic, social, political, environmental, and so on, and do the kind of research that will provide solutions for those problems. And in order to do that, of course, we have to make sure that higher education institutions are establishing strong relations with the private sector, with government, intergovernmental agencies, with civil society, community organizations, and able to translate their research into policy as well as practical solutions in providing the kind of education for democratic citizenship and ensuring that the young people that come through our institutions, they are devoted and committed to democratic values, to inclusivity, to transparency, and to ensuring that power is held to account. I'm involved with the Alliance for African Partnerships for a number of reasons. First of all, I think it's an incredible opportunity to link a northern institution, in this case Michigan State University, with African institutions. So there is that north-south collaboration. Secondly, there is the ways in which the Alliance has been working in terms of promoting collaborations among African institutions. So the South-South angle is important. The second reason which I think the Alliance for African Partnerships is playing a major role is the kind of partnership ideology or ethos or model that it is developing. One that is equitable, that is inclusive, that is respectful of each other. Because again, if you look at partnerships, they're usually very authoritarian and paternalistic. This seems to be one based on solidarity. So it's a very new model of partnership, which I think is exemplary.